Man shot dead after allegedly pulling gun on police and soldiers in St. Catherine. A man was fatally shot by police in Fraser's Content, St. Catherine, after he allegedly pulled a gun on a joint police-military team on Thursday night. A Glock pistol with a magazine containing 18 rounds of 9mm ammunition was recovered at the scene. According to reports, at approximately 10:15 p.m., a joint police-military team was conducting an operation in the area. Upon reaching Fraser's Boulevard, the man reportedly brandished a handgun and pointed it at the officers. The team responded by firing shots, during which the man was injured. He was transferred to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Independent Commission of Investigations are investigating. Theater Jamaica founder Tony Wilson is dead. Founder and former artistic director of company Dance Theater, Tony Wilson, has passed away. Wilson, who was ailing for some time, died on Thursday. The announcement was made by his family in a statement on Friday. It is with profound sadness that we, the family, share the news of our beloved Tony Wilson passed away yesterday afternoon. We know the profound impact Tony has made in the dance community and beyond as a pioneer, leader, teacher, mentor, inspirational figure, and as an uncle and brother, the family stated. We are proud to acknowledge the legacy and love he has created through his passion for the arts that will continue to live on through his love of dance and the joy he has brought to our lives and the lives of many others, they noted. Stakiana murder accused case postponed to October 24. The case surrounding Rashawn Patterson, the man charged in connection with the October 2022 murder of social media influencer Anika Stakiana 1000, has been postponed to October 24. The new date was given when the case was called up in the St. James Circuit Court on Thursday, a day before Friday's original date set when the matter was last called up on September 23rd. The Circuit Court is expected to resume on October 22nd, following Friday's postponement. The reason for the postponement was not exactly clear. It is understood all cases set for Friday were called up and planned on Thursday. The case was delayed on September 23rd due to an outstanding postmortem report on Stakiana and DNA test results, which are currently being awaited by the Crown. This resulted in Supreme Court Judge Justice Bertram Morrison, who presided over the matter, giving an October 18 mentioned date to allow time for the facts to be completed. However, the case will now be heard on October 24. Once the files are completed, a trial date will be set. Thousand scantily-clad body was retrieved from the Sea of Reading, St. James on October 21. On November 11, the police had stated that Thousand traveled from Kingston to Montego Bay, where she was picked up by Patterson at approximately 7:30 p.m. on October 20. During the evening, they visited a restaurant in Hanover and a guest house in St. James. At some point during the night, an argument reportedly developed between them. Patterson is accused of strangling Thousand and disposing of her body. Patterson was named a person of interest on October 22nd. He was picked up at a guest house in Hanover by a police Operation 1 team on November 2nd after missing 2 deadlines to turn himself in. Sections of some communities in Grangeville, Westmoreland under curfew. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of communities of Geneva, Top Lincoln, Kings Valley, Belle Isle Road, and Cowdees in Grangeville, Westmoreland. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Friday, October 18, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Sunday, October 20. The boundaries of the curfew are north along an imaginary line from Peggy Barry Primary School to the quarry in the Kings Valley community, east along an imaginary line from the Kings Valley community to the pump house of Bullstrout, south along an imaginary line from the pump house at Bullstrout to the Cane Interval within Fullersfield community, west along an imaginary line from the Cane Interval within the Fullersfield community to Peggy Barry Primary School. During the curfew, all persons are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. FINSA Commission Archives publish. The FINSA Commission Archive has been launched. This means the public now has access to the documents submitted to the FINSA Commission. The Commission, established on January 12, 2009, was tasked to, among other things, examined the circumstances leading to the collapse of several financial institutions during the 1990s. This particularly is in relation to the extent to which some circumstances were directly influenced by domestic or external factors and government's financial and monetary policies. Speaking at the launch of the archives, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark said it's important for the government to be transparent on the matter, noting that Jamaica's debt is lower than it was prior to the FINSA era. Dr. Clark said the publication of the archives may help to ensure financial institutions do not collapse again. The archives are available on the Finance Minister's website. Dr. Clark noted, however, that they do not include personal information apart from persons who appear before the Commission and testify in public whose accounts were already carried in the newspaper.
The intent is that Jamaica learns from this experience and that this never recurs. And by publishing this archives, this event took place, as we discussed, 30 years ago. We've waited 30 years for this. So there's no rush now to jump to conclusions, or there ought not to be a rush to jump to conclusions, to read one document and then conclude. We've waited 30 years. Yeah? So the government, the Ministry of Finance, we're taking a long-term perspective with the publication of these archives, and we're going to make funding available to the University of the West Indies, $10 million, the University of Technology, $10 million, to catalyze a process where there's a call for research proposals from interested researchers, and there's an independent and transparent mechanism of awarding research grants with the view that researchers, qualified researchers, can interrogate this database and supplement it with other pertinent material and produce works of scholarship on this important period in our history. A committee was appointed consisting of lawyers in the Ministry of Finance and others to review all of the material, and they would have gone through all of the documents that were on that electronic drive. We're talking about lots of documents, to redact any information that is personal in nature and that does not meet the test for public disclosure. They would have recommended that one or two out of thousands of documents would not be fit for disclosure, not for reasons that they contain any smoking gun, but that it would establish a precedent that would be problematic.
Mobile points for economic surge, says Mayor. Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon, says the city is on the verge of a major economic surge driven by key infrastructure developments in the parish. Two landmark tourism projects, the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino along the Rose Hall Main Road and the Pinnacle Housing Development in Reading, are set to contribute approximately 3,000 additional rooms. This will add significantly to the economic architecture of Montego Bay to ensure that we can employ more persons, but also generate more for one of our leading industries, tourism. It will ensure that as a local economy, we are competitive on a global scale, he noted. Councillor Vernon was speaking at an infrastructural development tour of the parish on Tuesday, October 8. He said that the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project will play a significant role in alleviating the expected increased traffic flow into the city, which is already facing congestion. We have identified some nuisance with traffic in particular, which we are confident that this road will help to address, he noted. Connecting from Iron Shore to Montpellier, the road will reduce the journey significantly, probably more than 60%. Based on the plan that we are going to put in place, that journey will be about 20 minutes max, he pointed out. The mayor noted further that road widening and signages will be undertaken. The Catherine Hall area in West Green, Westgate, and the area surrounding the airport will be addressed, he noted. We have undertaken a signage program and road marking program to ensure that when persons enter the city of Montego Bay, they know where and when to exit and how to enter properly, he added. He pointed out that these initiatives will also reduce the inconveniences associated with getting lost within the space and creating traffic. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.